Alrighty, Ruin Cuckoo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I'm not sure if there's a right choice or a wrong choice, if any of this really matters, or if they'll even give me a choice. I kind of want to just be like, sit next to the girl who clearly doesn't like me, Natsuki I think was her name, and just be like, uncomfortably close. Just like, oh, I'll show you a ruined vibe, motherfucker. But I'm not gonna. And also, I don't think that's an option, if I get any options at all. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Actually, that's kind of what I was thinking in my head, not, like, assuming she would say that, but, like, oh, come on. Like, I get that you want to be all, like, helpful and stuff, but I mean, I feel like she should, that's almost disrespectful to be like, I'll get the cupcakes when you didn't make them. Unless that person doesn't want to do that part of it. Which you might have assumed that, but I don't know. Sorry, I got a little too excited. I'm just so excited! I've had a lot of sugar today. So let's put some cupcakes in me, right? Then how about I make some tea as well? That seems appropriate for the literature club. Also, I think tea and cupcakes go well together, you know? Like, it's a good balance. A lot of sugar, then something kind of calming, and yeah. Sweets and tea, and it's, you know, it's tea time. We're having a tea party. I'll get my Mad Hatter's hat on and enjoy a good thermometer's worth of mercury. The sweetest of transition metals. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Now I'm guessing that the table has been widened in such a manner that I obviously am not sitting between them. So it seems like maybe both of them are at the end, if it's like a long table. And as a result, I have to choose to sit on one side or the other, but that's not how those desks work. But if you did make a row of 2 desks, that's how they would work. Damn it. I'm gonna have to actually make a choice here. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet, which already appears to be open and appears to have a chair in it for no reason, which is weird. Is that like a punishment thing, or that's just storage for a chair? It's like, dude, there's like a place next to the closet, and I mean, you could just, yeah, that doesn't, okay, whatever, man. I want to know what these things on the wall, on this back wall are. They look weirdly complicated. Are we in, like, the math room, or what? Still feeling awkward. Okay, so no, there is no choice. I probably would have actually chosen Sayori for what it's worth. Just because it's like, look, I'm here because of you. I said I was gonna, like, get a cupcake and maybe dip, but it seems like that's gonna cause more problems than it's worth, so I'll sit and eat the cupcake. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? What a weird phrase to put there. For cupcakes? No, I am not. Like, what are we... Do we have the diabetes? And we gotta, like, prep for it? Like, hold on, let me take an insulin shot so that I can eat this cupcake? Like... No, I have to mentally prepare for the cupcake. Otherwise, you know, what? This isn't like, get ready to rum. I can't actually do that because that guy, I doubt it would ever cause me any problems, but I think he like copyrighted that like a fucking douche. Like, he's like, I say it all the time, I'm copywriting it. That's mine now. It's trademarked. It's like, was it even your original line, or did somebody write it for you and you just said it for so long that you're like, as soon as it started to become like a meme or a parody, you're like, people have to pay me every time anybody says it, they gotta pay me. It's like, fuck you, pay me. It's like, dude, they're words. I'm not sure that, I doubt you're the first person to say it. I'm not even sure that you made it up. It's a catchphrase. I mean, I'd like to say this. It's like, I doubt, like, for instance, like in Big Bang Theory, like, bazinga. I doubt that is but it actually could be. So I was like, I don't know, man. Ta-da! See, now, ta-da's fine, but the whole, are you ready? You're not performing a frickin' magic trick, or are you? Seriously says, ooh, ah! But I just want to be like she's like a Spartan, like, oh, woo! Or, oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! I don't know. That's funnier, but that doesn't fit her face. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes. Decorated to look like little cats. A dozen cupcakes? You knew there was only one extra person coming, right? That's like 3 cupcakes per person. My math serves right. Which it may or may not. I don't like to maths. That's why we have computers. But are each of us going to eat 3 cupcakes? Are they tiny, tiny cupcakes? It just seems like a lot. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Okay, somebody went above and beyond. I feel like you knew it was a boy. I feel like you may even know it was me, and you are stalking me because of what Sayori... I don't... whatever. So cute! Go ahead, listen there. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, no. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We gotta taste the actual cupcakes first. That's the design aspect of it. The cupcakes themselves could be baked terribly. I know that, you know, putting frosting on stuff is part of baking, but I think it's a different part of baking. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. I mean, technically, unless you just plan on keeping these or handing them out elsewhere, we all gotta take 3. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks about with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Of course. She has to have white, sticky substance all over her face. In front of me and this group. Completely oblivious. That's in a school setting, nonetheless. I'm sorry, that last game kind of messed me up. Like, I was like, I might as well lean into the looter aspects of it. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Motherfucker, it's a cupcake. Maybe you don't want to start with the ears because they point out, but other than that, it seems pretty uniform. Natsuki is quiet. It's like Iron Chef, where the person makes the thing and then they're just like, silence hits the room while the chef, you know, the judges take a bite. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Yeah, no, I mean, technically she made it for the new member. You're the new member. She really strikes me more as the tsundere of the, you know, your group, and that totally makes sense. The sad thing is, this is the closest you're gonna get to an isekai, isekai rom-com harem situation guy is going to this club where you're vastly outnumbered, and there's like 3 different girls, and all of them are cute. I finally bite down. Did you like wait for the purpose? Did you like, I want to drag this out? The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I imagine. If the cupcake itself tastes good, I would imagine she did. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made the cupcakes or anything. No, of course not. You just brought them and claimed you made them, but maybe you bought them from, you know, somewhere else, or somebody else made them for you. Still nice to bring them. No matter at the circumstance, you're responsible that there are cupcakes here. And for that, I salute you and thank you. But you're gonna be all like, but it's not like I like you or anything, Baka. I haven't heard this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yup. I thought you technically did, Sarah. It's like, not you, but the sort of, is the proper term the royal you? Like, you as in anybody? Like, somebody in this position? Like the royal they, or royal I, or we, or whatever it is. Like, it's like, it was whoever the new person was. Although my basic deduction skills would likely lead me to believe it was you, because you get talked about by my childhood friend frequently. Well, maybe. Wow, no, she looks like something's about to happen there. Like, she's either disgusted or she's about to, like, start swinging. She's gonna throw them bows. But not for, you know, you, dummy. That, just like I said. And even went Baka with it. So we have identified our tsundere. Cool. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returned. I mean, it's just it's whoever there's cupcakes here, and whoever made that happen, thank you. Regardless if you made them or not, it does seem like you did make them, and it took time and effort and care enough to put cat ears on them. Regardless if you knew it was me or not, it's proper etiquette. It's just proper manners to say thank you. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I would love it if the tea set just said "I love cat" on it. It didn't say cats, just cat. But I'm tisk. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. She's like performing like low-level tea ceremony geisha shit just to be like, yeah, I'm this official, I can do that. No one's gonna notice my level of technique and skill at this, but I still have it, and I do it. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I feel like she probably brought it from home, and we'll take it back. But, I don't know. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Okay. And again, if this is one of the less used rooms, you know. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? She is not wrong. That is hard logic to refute. Some sort of warm beverage on a rainy day, cold or otherwise, every good excuse to not, like, every excuse to just not outside is a good, then book. And then, under a little blanket next to or next to a fireplace with some hot beverage, whether it's cocoa or tea or cider. I'm a big fan of cider and cocoa, but I'll drink tea. Tea is good too. I'm just not as big a fan. Coffee is good too. I just don't like to make it. All that. Not that I like to make cider. I don't know that I've ever made cider. Cider seems like it would be a hassle to make. But she's right. I guess. I mean, no, don't guess. Agree wholeheartedly. That's true. It's like, I've never enjoyed a book with some tea, so. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Wow, you're gonna throw Yuri under the bus, but, like, socially, and but not the little one. Okay. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. Yeah, because that was sort of, like, socially not cool to just be like... I mean, that might be your personality, but still, like... I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. It's like... Mostly because I don't read. I anime and, game, but cool. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. You're almost over here giving this girl a panic attack just because you're like... She's just trying to impress you. It's like, you make me sound prideful and vain, and I'm just, being a good hostess and doing the way I was raised, so... Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? It was less of a consideration and more of I'm being held hostage to come here socially. But that is a valid question. Like, I feel like you're right to ask that question. Just points at the, theory, just being like... She sort of volunteered me without discussing it, so... And also, I was told there would be cupcakes, and I was not wrong. I was not misinformed. Now that I'm here, the hot girls. I was afraid of this question. No, it's a fair question. You should have you should have come prepared, buddy. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Okay. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Does she? That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Okay, suddenly you're manipulating me into... I'm already joined. Cool. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. So, like, my next question would be like, so what do you guys read? What did you read last? Like, I'm just curious. And they're gonna be like, the Necronomicon, or, something really dark, like, dude, that's messed up. We read a book all of us can read, and it's like Hop on Pop, or something from Dr. Seuss. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. It's like, yeah, but college credit and all that means more if you, make a new club. Weren't you a leader of the debate club like next year or last year? Okay, that's concerning. Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs, and that also makes sense. I just don't really want to deal with all that. If I make a new club, there isn't a lot of politics. I'm the queen bee as default. Just like Sayori's, assistant president, vice president, simply just because. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. That's pretty solid. I'm going to end this real quick. I gotta use the restroom, so yeah.